Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome back, everyone. It is Monday morning, and we are getting ready for the market on New York Open. As I'm showing you right now Bitcoin, the weekly. We still did not tap my 17.6. How stubborn. Bitcoin is now officially trying to decide. It is still just hanging in there by a thread. Volume was increasing last week to the downside. This weekly candle is brand new. One more time, I'll say 17.6. I want to see the test of it, and if we can't hold it, then I can say we can go to our lower levels. If we hold it, we have to look for the resistance next at 20,800-ish. We're going to go test that level. Since this week is new, a word of advice, I would say. The last week, our high was over here at 19.9. Our low was at 18.7. This new week, we just opened. Now, I would be very, very careful as to what to do in this middle range, okay? I can't really give you a prediction of taking a long or short because I know on the larger time frames, I'm still waiting for lower, right? So what you can do if you're not in a trade and you're trying to decide, you can wait for price to get to this level. Since we're so bearish, if we do go to 19,900 or around 20K today, it's an opportunity for you to get a short. So if prices rise today into open, you have an opportunity to short. If price are dropping into the open, you have an opportunity to long. The reason why I say this is pre-market right now is looking over 230 points down for US pre-market open. And also Asia market is pretty getting hammered right now. And then quickly, I know we're looking at Bitcoin on a weekly. If you were watching CME Open last night, you saw what our favorite asset was doing, BTC. It poked, and now it's trying to figure out what is it going to do. Once Dixie gets under $1.13 and it starts staying under there on, say, an hourly open and close, you are gonna look for Bitcoin and Ethereum to start rising. Okay, once this gets under $1.13, the more than likely chances it's gonna come all the way to like $10, $11, 111.14 to 110 area, and then it'll find its support, and then it'll decide if it wants to go back up or not. Okay, the main thing is, as this is pulling back, we should expect a rise. So don't get too crazy with your shorts with the way that the crypto market is looking. Dixie is on a rampage, but if it pulls back, you will see a rise. That rise is going to be the short squeeze on our other assets, as well as tech stocks, which also got a really bad beating. So that's one thing you need to keep in mind. If this continues going up, then you know that the market is going to feel some pain. And right now the pound is going ham right now. There's a lot of currency volatility going on due to interest rates, and some countries taking the interest rate up, and some countries not doing enough, I guess. So you got to keep that in mind. I removed this alert that we had over here because we were looking for this like before all this rise. So now, like I said, at $1.13, you can have an alert. And if you want an alert even better, you can do it over here at 13, 20 to 8, whatever. Because that's when it starts losing the high of last day that it was open. The risk of it coming down is more. And I'm still saying the rise was so high that this is a little bit overbought if you look at RSI. Pullback is totally okay. It's not that Dixie's gonna dump, it's just breathing. So consolidate and then rise. So just be watching on that, okay? Let's go quickly back to Bitcoin because I'm gonna try to make this as quickly as possible. As I was saying on the weekly, use the last week's candle as a range for where to look for a rejection on the top and where to try to scoop along on the bottom. Once those ranges break, the likelihood of the continuation is very high for downside. The likelihood for continuation to the upside is pretty muted. We've got a lot of resistance right here at 20,800, and 20,400 is going to be also a level of interest. So keep that in mind. 20,400 resistance to the upside, 20,800 resistance to the upside, and then you can look for higher. Once you have a 4-hour open and close above 20,800, you can look for higher. Okay. Until then, you got to be very careful because this posturing is very bearish. 200 EMA, 21 is officially under it now. So there is no more trickery where price action gets sucked into the cross and then dumps. The cross already occurred. So this is now very, 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 very dangerous for further downside. If price even comes up, it's going to get rejected from 20,700 to 20,800. If it finally claims there, it will get rejected more than likely from 24,500 area to 25,000. Like basically in this consolidation range, price action would have to come all the way up here, close here on a daily, go sideways, and then break above the 200, close above it, and then claim. But it would be very, very like everyone in a move like that, everyone in the world will start feeling the FOMO. All the shorts would have been liquidated. The shorts would have been closed out to the point where that rise actually occurred. And then everyone will be no longer shorting. Everyone will start trying to, anyone who's professional traders will officially start joining the rally as soon as it has a pullback on support and then continues. That will be every trader's signal to just jump on in the ride and let the trend be your friend kind of scenario. Right now, let the trend be your friend. It's to the downside. Not only that, if you look at this kind of formation on any other charts, this is kind of what happened in 2017, 2018 when Bitcoin was holding on support, made a triangle consolidation, and then broke down the bottom, destroyed everyone. We're already making the smallest triangle in the world right now, and this is just basically another rolling hill of distribution. So, but one leg, two leg, three leg, this could kind of be the bottom. If not, that last leg is coming in. I've seen 4 drives. Let's see. Going to the daily, okay? On the daily, as I was saying, I was giving you 20,400 as your, warning to the upside. Well, we were looking at a weekly. Here's your more conservative price action to be looking at. Here's your daily. Daily, until we can open and close above that 9 EMA, it's just going to be pullbacks. Even if we get above the 9 EMA, you got the resistance at the 21 EMA to worry about, and that's around 19,700, okay? Until we can get 4-hour open and close above 19.7, you don't need to worry about my 20,400 and my $20,800 target. So those are all levels of resistance to the upside. Here's your 20,800, okay? 20,400 I know is because that was like a breakdown area. Yeah, right here. That's where the continuation occurred. So I do expect resistance there because when price gets over here, anyone who was on the wrong side of the trade can have an opportunity to break even, or they will continue and take out all the shorters over here. And all that's been going on for the last few days is just short stacking. When that happens, it's a lot easier to just destroy the shorts. And that's what I was saying. As soon as we cross this 9 EMA, it's your warning. But we already had a poke up here into overnight market while the US pre-market was pretty much getting hammered. So that's like those stop hunts that I don't like trading when I'm sleeping. And that's one of the reasons I did not have a trade open last night. But I did tell everyone long, we were at the long areas. If you looked at the levels I've been sharing for the last 2-3 days, we've been in almost 72 hours in that same range. And what did I tell you today? I gave you that range for that weekly candle. We're going to be stuck in that same freaking range again, guys. It's until the range breaks, there's nothing I can do. I can't give you new levels until we make new levels. Right now, the long is there. We got to look for the resistance. Now, where is going to be the resistance to actually roll this all over and then actually take out all the liquidity that's all built up. All the money right now on the market is on the bottom. I believe there's multiple billions of dollars sitting in liquidity like right under us at like 17.8 to 17.6. That's why we're having such a hard time to break it. Eventually, these guys are gonna run out of money. That's just how trading works. They're gonna get tapped. The market will always, price action will always flow to liquidity. There's no liquidity up here. It's all down here. We've been taking the liquidity from the shorters with all these wicks up and only letting all the liquidity pool up under here because every guy or girl or grandma that traded here put their stop loss under here. Everyone who was shorting put their stop loss here, got liquidated. Put it here, got liquidated. Here, liquidated, liquidated, liquidated. You understand? Anyone who was trying to short got wicked multiple times because everyone is looking for downside. But as we're all loading up those shorts, market makers making, what was this? A bear flag, a fake bear flag. Here's this fake bull flag. It's trying to formulate. Originally, I drew out that bat formation, that bat harmonic. We are forming it. We are forming that bat harmonic because this is that higher low. It's just, I mean, 17.6 on the weekly. I need a touch of it. We did not touch it. And I don't believe that you can confirm a support without at least testing these wicks. I'm just that stubborn. As I'm speaking, USA pre-market is climbing. So be warned with the shorts before New York opens. Only looking for longs right now. From last night, we got our lower levels tapped for the long scalps. Into New York open, I'm gonna be looking for that short. I will not even attempt a short until like 9:30, 10 Central. Okay, that's literally market opening to about a half an hour to an hour of the market maturing, where I can let everyone who wants to buy the dip and take a long or chase the FOMO train for a long scalp into market open. Whoever wants to do all that, I'm gonna let them do it. I'm gonna wait half an hour or to an hour when the market opens. That's out when I will take my trade. I have highest chances when New York open-ish coming or when a 4-hour candle open and closes. Those are my best trading times. And I'm letting you guys know that now because I'm going to start drilling that into everyone in members. So that's free nugget of gold that you guys should be looking at. Okay. Into pre-market, we were driving down. Now it's rising. Actually, just got bought 600 points. Someone is picking it up into market. So like I was saying, into the rise in New York, you're gonna see markets rise. All those shorts are gonna get stopped out. All the FOMO of everyone waking up, trying to long the market as they wake up is gonna happen. You will see the rise. Be patient. Let them take it up to as high as they want. Are they gonna give us the short from here? We'll wait and see. Are they gonna give us the short from here? We'll wait and see. If you short from here, you better have us. If you short from 19.7 to 19.8, your stop loss has got to be around 20, above 20K. Okay, like 20,050. If you're gonna be patient, you can short 2050 if it tries to test it and fail after claiming the 21. And if you want to wait even longer, you can wait for 20,800. It's just once you get to this 20,800 level, the likelihood of it trying to break this high is higher. It can come right to test that high if it wants. It's just 22,600 is then you're gonna have to plan your risk around that level when you're managing your leverage and stop loss. Even though it comes all the way here and rejects, it will be a lower high. All it's doing is doing this like printing. It'll print, one poke over here, print, and then drop. Just because everyone has been so bearish, it's advantageous for the market maker to poke it up, steal all the liquidity, and then bring it back down. Get paid twice, basically. So, because he knows everyone's going to watch this go up into market open and try to FOMO long. And then he gets to just take all that money back down. So all the smart people were short. They're going to get liquidated first, unfortunately. And retail FOMO is going to look like it's winning. And then the smart, educated shorters who were patient and who understand timing are the ones who short later, and then they're going to ride it down into like the midday of the market. So that's the point. Here we go on the 4-hour, guys. On the 4-hour, as I was saying, we are looking like we're going to poke a little. We did just poke into this 55 EMA here at 19.3, 19.4. If we claim this, okay, say we have an hourly open and close above over here at 19.3, we can look for our next level of resistance over here at 19.6, 19.7, okay? And this is on a 4-hour. We were looking at daily before. Obviously, it takes one whole day for a candle. Don't get too nuts. This inverse head and shoulder that I printed out, I drew out for members, and I was sharing like the measured move to the top. It looks like that is a possibility. Oh, I'm not even gonna do that to you guys. So keep that in mind, that if this wants to, since it claimed weekly WAP, it can try to test into the monthly over here around 19.7 to 19.9. And basically that's like the last weekly high, and it's also the monthly WAP, the 200 EMA. If it wants to cause some damage from all these weekend shorts, we can at least pop up right here and then just roll over. And it will cause pain. And when I say pop up over here, it can even go a little bit higher to like 20,400, 20,500. Today, that level, just keep that in mind. 20,400, 20,800. There's trickery afoot about those levels, so don't get caught trying to long those levels, okay? If that level gets claimed and it acts as support, then you can long it with the stop loss underneath it and try to go hit the 20,700, 800 resistance level. But I'm not going to try to take a long in the middle. The long was 19,100 or no, wait, it was 18.6. I apologize. The long was at 18.6, as I was saying, and it was like 18,663, but I said get in at 18.6 because above 18.6, because we don't know if that level will hit. So like DCA is the gist I was trying to get at. And yeah, that's what we're watching to see if the market is going to break this last high over here at like 19.5. If 19.5 breaks, we can look for 20,400, 20,400, then 20,800, and we'll go level by level from there. Okay. Keep in time. Feel free to join us in the Discord. The description of the Discord is in the video's description. The link of the Discord is in the description of this video. Please feel free to join it. It is free, and then you could feel free to follow along with us on that chat, because I'm sure people are going to be watching. Another thing I'm noticing right here, volume is increasing, okay? So do not think that we can't get up here. Get that out of your head. Since volume is increasing, the market maker is on liquidation hunt mode. So you can expect this pop up, because market can be a little bit goofy before market opens, and that's when the real moves occur. This is like flighty floaty action, so just get ready for this nonsense, because markets were very oversold, so you should expect market to rise a little, and Dixie is super overbought, so you should see that cooling off, giving us the permission to rise in a sense. So just be warned on that, guys. Okay, let's go look at Ethereum really quickly. Excuse. Woke up super early today to make sure I get this video for you guys before work, so apologize. Still kind of waking up a little. Jumped on the computer immediately. All right, so here's the weekly for you guys on Ethereum. Okay, same thing we did on Bitcoin. I would like to do that on Ethereum. We have this range over here at 14.12 up top. I would tell you like 14.20. Okay, 14.20 is your resistance to the top side. Once that's claimed on Ethereum and you have an hourly open and close above it, you can look for higher. When I say higher, the next level of resistance right here at 1550. Okay, from 14.20 to 1550. That's the next level I would be looking to short, between 1550 to 1600. All right. Another thing is on Ethereum, the 21 has not crossed the 200, and Ethereum was always leading. Bitcoin already did the pooping of the bed, but Ethereum still's got 1 week this week. It doesn't look great, but the possibility is there, sucking of the price action up. If this week price action goes above the 21 EMA and closes, then we can look for a W and an actual breakout. Okay, like a real rally on Ethereum, basically. Right now it's trying, but you see this W thingy it does? That's what we're waiting. Is this W gonna kick in right here to stop out this short here, this short here? What it'll do is just go right to the 55 EMA around here, like 2000-ish. Not saying that's gonna happen, okay? But it's a possibility that you need to be ready for, and you'll know right away as soon as price open and close above 1420. Okay, you got one last level of resistance over here, like 1500 to 1550 to 1600, and then you can look for that $2050 level. Okay, now if the price breaks to the downside under 1220 and you have an hourly close underneath it, this order block, I do not think it's gonna give us that much of a support, because this will cross down and you will see the volume is increasing over here. Okay, you will see one that just encompasses even more, because all this liquidity is going to get tapped and it's just going to push further. So just keep in mind, under 1220 hourly open and close underneath it, you got to get ready for the flush to the downside, and it can be quick and fast. Be alert, set your stops, do not gamble. We are literally hanging on by a thread. That weekly candle is like a doji kind of anyway, and then this one next is just squeezing price action, ready to pop one way up or down. If we go up, so much resistance. If we go down, so much liquidity. So much money is sitting lower. It is going to be not a nice thing, but it is needed for the market to do what it does best. And it's going to go look for the liquidity. Let's go to the daily. Daily showing you resistance at the 9 EMA. It will give us our first clue as soon as we get above 1335. And once you have hourly open and closes above 1335, you can look for the next level, which is 1420 and then higher, like we discussed. Until 1335 breaks, there's nothing to discuss for upside. If we start pushing off on this 9 EMA and we start losing that 1220 level, you're going to see some real blood today. Okay? I'm just warning you. Let's go to the 4 hour. Looking at the 4 hour, we are just squeeze. Okay, so many shorts stacked. If we pop up into a market open, there should be no surprise, but do not jump in and FOMO. Use it as an opportunity to hedge a short for the downside, especially if you come to 1420, especially if you come to 1550, 600. So over here, if you're shorting 1420, 1435, 1440s, take your stop. Then ride it up to the next level. Okay, if it gets you stopped out and you see that it's about to reverse again, you can market short it. But for now, we're using limits only because we don't know what the market wants to do. If our limit fills, that's okay. If we try to market order, the market will go against us. How many times have you guys marketed the order and then the order instantly goes against you and you go in the red? Like right after you marketed the order thinking it's going to happen. That's because the market is watching your market orders. Those bots love to counter trade. So just be aware that when you market an order, you are literally manipulating the market because you're forcing that change of hands on that asset. When you limit an order, you're influencing the market, but your order is in the order book until someone market fills your order. It's the other party that is going to be doing the market manipulation by executing the trade. You leaving your order in the order book, that's not as intrusive as actually doing the market order. Limit orders is like, hey, if it fills, it fills. If it doesn't, that means the market wasn't, that order probably wasn't meant to fill in the first place. If you would have marketed it, you probably would have had the trade go against you immediately. So keep that in mind. Another thing is, once we lose 1300 this weekly walk, you can probably assume further downside. Okay, and then we got level of support at 1270 and 2020. These are levels that you can use as long scalps, like especially 2020. I know it's the last low, but taking a quick long scalp here, you might get a pump right to 1269 and then drop down. So if you take a long scalp at 1220, make sure you take profit at 1269 and your stop loss is riding up with you. So when it does roll over, you're not getting destroyed. All right. So that's basically Bitcoin and Ethereum that we're looking at, guys. I just wanted to give you guys that frame up. I'm going to do some charting and post some charts so we have some ideas of how we want to trade. But I already gave you guys the levels, and until those levels break, there's nothing new I can tell you. It's the exact same thing. So when I post this video, I'm going to post those levels one more time so there's no confusion as to what we're doing and how we want to trade it. I do want to pray and hope for upside, but there was a lot of conspiracy talk about things in the weekend, such as like the Chinese president under house arrest and Putin being ousted by his own government. So if these things are coming to the news as markets open, you guys should expect much faster downside. And it's probably not the best time to trade because market will be like erratic. So if those news articles do come out today, guys, and you're in a trade, make sure your stop loss is in profit and just try to hold off on a new trade for like a day. If your levels come, go for it. Don't make me stop you. But if you don't know what you're doing, don't try to tempt yourself to trade in this market. Why risk money when you don't need to? You have all the power. The power is the cash in your hand. You have the opportunity to choose the hand you want to play. If it's poker and you got a bad hand, you just fold. Well, this is what this is. You're not even having to put in the small bid or the high bid. You're literally not losing a gosh darn dime just holding your money and waiting for the best time to trade, aka the levels I gave you or the times that you're supposed to be trading. Other than that, you are risking your money and you're paying someone because of your impatience. Okay? Be warned on that. Last but not least, I already told you guys the description of this video has the link to the Discord. Feel free to join it. I will be there and I will be discussing as the market matures what we can expect. Last but not least, please do me a solid if you could like the video. Subscribe if you haven't already. Press the bell button notification if you haven't already so you get these real-time updates. And then feel free to leave me a comment letting me know how I can make your day better. If there's another asset you want to cover and I can help you with it, I would love to post a chart for you. If there are any questions you have or concerns, I will be more than happy to help you. We have a section now on our Discord that says, help, I need help, I'm in a bad trade. Feel free to post your information there as to what your trade is. Everyone in the group will be more than happy to help you as to what you can do to mitigate the situation you put yourself in. And if we can help, we'd be more than happy to. Last but not least, we opened 5 slots of membership yesterday. Already 3 slots got filled. There's 2 more slots left, and this is additional to the 5 slots we had for the month. So our good friend James has so much sway with me that he convinced me to open 5 more slots, and actually 3 of them are already filled, and there's 2 perspectives out there, but they have not committed. So if you're interested in our members side, please feel free to join. It's $20 a month, less than a cup of coffee a day for me, and I provide you guys the daily videos as well as access to me all day, and I will be doing at least a Bitcoin trade setup, an Ethereum trade setup, as well as some alts. Today, there's no Bitcoin or Ethereum trade setup other than the long, so I would be looking at a few alts as a compromise. All right? Okay, guys, well, it's Monday. Be safe. It's 6:45 a.m. over here, so you have plenty of time to get yourself situated for the market open. Around 8 o'clock, when the 4-hour candle closes, that's when you want to start making your move if you want to make a move. If you see markets rising into the 4-hour close, just be patient. If you see markets dumping into the 4-hour close, be patient if you're not in trade. Wait for the levels that we're looking for, and right now it's literally between 1420 and 2020 on Ethereum. So you have about a $200 range. If you're taking a trade here and you're doing a straddle, and you're taking a long and a short immediately, make sure you use these levels for your straddle stop loss so you can cut that losing trade and let the winner run. Okay? Excellent. Thank you so much, guys. I greatly appreciate you. I will talk to you soon. Have a wonderful day.